Hi, one best for our sports picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We are the odds couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. Today is Wednesday, December 21st. We're talking college basketball with Joe Gavazzi from winningsportsadvice.com. And we're looking at some games for tomorrow and Friday. And right now we're going to look at an interesting one because it involves UT Arlington. Now, Mike Brenner, in our Periscopes and general videos, I've said it, and a couple of people we've done videos with have said that we're kind of high on UT Arlington. And they did, in fact, cover a bunch of games early on in the year. But as we know, the market catches up. Yep. Sooner or later. Their last game was a nice road win over Bradley, but they lost ATS. They won by 5. They were a 9.5-point favorite. Maybe the market is already catching up, but the game before that, they were a 15-point underdog against St. Mary's and beat them by double digits.
Yes, beat them outright, pounded them.
This is a really, really tough team. They're a 5-point favorite now against Loyola Marymount, who's also been they're 4-2-1 against spread this year, so they're a decent team in their own right. This is a tough one. We'll see what Joe has to say about it. You have anything to say before we go to him?
Well, I'm just wondering how LMU does on the road. You know, Joe's breakdown.
They're at home.
LMU's at home.
Yeah, 5-point home dog.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of difference right there.
Yep, just like the Bradley game. You know, Bradley, 9.5-point home dog, lost the game, but covered.
Covered, yeah, exactly. I don't know. Jumping Joe Gavazzi, though, he's got some great insight.
Yeah.
He broke down that Marshall-Cincinnati game beautifully. So I'm going to lean on him on this one, but I kind of like that, that big win from UT Arlington when they won outright as a dog. That goes a long way momentum-wise.
Yeah. On the other hand, LMU, came within 3 points of UConn earlier this year, so they can hang with good teams as well.
That's going to be a good one.
Joe Gavazzi, what's your take on this one? The early line I saw is -5. Has the market caught up, or is there still value with UT Arlington?
There is still value with Arlington in this, and this is a great value, a great example of inverted home-road dichotomies in college hoops. Let's look at the situation first. Loyola Marymount 3 nights ago went to the altitude of Colorado State. An 8-point underdog, they trailed by 10 late in the second half. A rally took them all the way back to even in the waning seconds before Marymount nailed a 3-pointer at the buzzer to steal a 3-point win from the Rams. Anybody who's been following us in college football knows what that sets up. It sets up the blind squirrel concept. That's to play against home underdogs, single-digit style, when they come off an upset on the road. In other words, it's tough for them to duplicate that win when playing another quality team at a shorter price at home. Sure enough, this is the place to play against Coach Dunlap and his minions. They are sub-500 on this floor since he took over, and they are just 10-19 against the spread. The name you'll hear, and they have heard it across the airwaves in Dallas, is Scott Cross. He is ticketed for a much higher profile job, and he's using Texas Arlington Moving Mavs to get there, the #1 team in the Sun Belt. They are an outstanding road team and have been under the time that Cross has been there. That includes 5-2 against the spread this season. They are also a near defensive dandy. We're going to take this inverted home road dichotomy against the blind squirrel and give you Texas Arlington, one of the best road teams in the country, to cover the short 5-point road price.
All right, well, that's just the early line. We'll see where this line is when the market opens and when the line closes. I suspect this will be closer to what the line was against Bradley, closer to 8 or 10.
It could be. And I had read something about Scott Cross as well. That's a very, very good coach. The thing that Joe mentioned that I like, LMU coming back to get that win, that takes a lot out of you,
Sure.
Now that it's coming back, here we go. We're at home. They might rest on their laurels, even though the home record does not bode well. This could be a really sharp spot, Pistol Pete.
And I like it also because it's not just you're not just playing on the spot against LMU. You're also playing into a team that you know is really good, that you know is undervalued.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Joe Gavazzi, winningsportsadvice.com. Give a quick plug for that.
My pleasure to be with you guys again, and happy holidays to all. As you know, sporting news that you can use, always available at winningsportsadvice.com all throughout the holiday season. Talk to you guys soon, and good luck out there.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Merry Christmas.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.